Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your boy Mugen Magnificent, and today we're talking about ranking of kings. Now, too long didn't read. I'm gonna give you right now: slapper, clapper, hot, heat. The animation is immaculate. It looks like a Studio Ghibli production. It is beautiful. The way that it is colored is amazing. I'm not even embarrassed to say I cried. I cried at the end of that second episode. It was cathartic. Prince Boji, man. Prince Boji is so far an excellent character. Excellent. I it's I don't think that it's there's not a lot of his ilk, right? There's not a lot of that archetype. I feel like in anime currently, just a character who who is talented, right? But has a disability that prevents people from recognizing that talent, right? I'm not sure. I'd have to look deeply into this. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know a lot of animes with that archetype, or good ones at least. And ranking of kings, goodness gracious! If you don't like Prince Boji, get out, get out, get out, leave the door, the door, the door, the door, the door, because I will not tolerate Prince Boji slander. I won't. That kid is too good hearted. He is too good. How dare you? How dare you talk? Ooh, don't talk about Prince Boji. Don't talk about Prince Boji. That kid is solid. I think that the first episode, man, the first episode, just him meeting the Shadow Clan character and like running up with the clothes on his body, like, and he's running up. My heart, bro, my heart, man. I don't know if it's baby fever, man. I don't know what it is, but like, dog, I love that kid. I love that kid so much. He's just he's literally just such a cute and endearing character, man. Uh, Now, obviously, we got to get into what happened in episode two. So this is an episode one and episode two review specifically because that's where I'm at. That's what I know. I haven't read the manga. Manga readers need not apply. Please chill. We don't care. It's like I know how it feels when you have the keys to the Lambo and you wanna show everybody, but it's calm down. Wait a second. We'll all get there, you know? But Ranking of Kings, that first episode was so good. And it didn't let you know who the it didn't let you know how bad things were yet. You got the vibe that, ooh, the kingdom is not feeling Boji. They think that he's lesser, so on and so forth. Uh you see that the Shadow Clan kid is starting to is recognizing that this kid, like when he gets when his cheeks get red when he sees him, just happy to see him. Bro, somebody that's that happy to see you, can you really I mean, I don't want to ask that question because obviously it's people that can steal from people like that, guaranteed. But like, you see something like that, man. I don't. If your heart is frozen, it's gotta thaw a little bit. Where you're like, dang, man, I'm definitely on the wrong side of. I have to be on the wrong side of things. But that episode, the first episode was really good, and then the second episode is going for keeps, man. I'm saying the second episode was trying. If the second episode was a video game's retention system, It's 100% retention rate. It is that episode. It starts off with you going into a deep dive into the Shadow Clan's, the Shadow. I gotta figure out what his name is. Shadow Boy. His character, like who he is, and you see his mother. You see the 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 those villainous lords or something chasing them. It seems like somebody betrayed the Shadow Clan and the kingdom in order to get across their own agenda. I'm sure that that character, whoever Gelma or Gellis or whatever, is going to show up again. He's guaranteed to show up again. But they go into how he became who he is when he met Boji, and then why he would make the decision at the end of the episode that he made, because that's really important in anime and in TV shows in 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 media period. When you're telling a story, it's really helpful and important for the viewer to understand how a character got where they are and what and why they're making the decisions they make. That is, it's just good storytelling. It's just good storytelling. So when you see how he was treated, how he survived, the way that he came up, it's obvious that he'd be the person that he was when he met Boji. But those qualities in him that caused him to want to be in Boji's corner were also clearly on display. That's just good stuff. That's great storytelling, man. That's such good storytelling. It's the type of storytelling that gets you excited. And you put that on top of the animation, on top of Prince Boji just being the kind of kid that you really want to see win. You want to see him win so bad. So bad, man. Like I can't stress that enough. I want all the good things for Boji. But obviously, what's set up for him is for him to become the greatest king, right? He's gotta become the greatest king. Kaizoku Oni, Hokage, the Magic Kingdom Emperor, all that. He's gotta do it. But they're going about it in a way that is truly focused on good storytelling and a beautiful respect for these characters. And that in and of itself is an easy reason to give a high recommendation of Ranking of Kings to most people. It's a show from those first two episodes, right? It's a show that I would recommend to somebody who doesn't even watch anime because it's simply it's so it's it's so well told and it takes you on a trip almost. So you're really getting a feeling for the life of this kid, like how he what he's looking for, how how he feels unseen. Can you imagine that though? That feeling, I'm sure all of us, a lot of us can resonate with that feeling of of being somewhere and not feeling like people are seeing the full you, you know? And him, it's the worst because he's a prince. He's so talented at dodging. He has the eyes for it. He has the skill for it, and none of these pieces of garbage appreciate it. Domas is a true villain. So far, he's worse than the Snake Tamer guy. The Snake Tamer guy at least is defending the kingdom, is training Dida however he's training Dida be, but like he is who he is, and he's not. I kind of like his character for being that way. Domas is a snake. He's an actual snake. He's more of a snake than a snake tamer guy. You know why? Because he's in Boji's corner, and he's hating on him. Really, he's hating on him. He's like, your swordsmanship. I know swordsmanship, and your swordsmanship is not fit for a king. Let me not even do that. That's disrespectful. Your swordsmanship is not fit for a king, is what he said in sign language. I wonder if are they really using ASL? Because if they are, kudos to this show, bro. Because that is sick. Representation matters. I don't care what anybody says. It does in good stories. Representation matters when it's in good stories. If you can't give it a good story and the story where things make sense, don't do it. Literally, don't do it. Just leave the character alone. But that aside, I think Ranking of Kings is phenomenal so far. It is an unbelievable show. I am very excited to see where Boji is going to go, but I'm scared at the same time because a show that has taken on this kind of thematic content kind of feels like Boji's gonna go through it more, man. And I don't want my buddy to go through more traumas, more troubles, man. But it's the price of it's the cost of the game, right? You want to be king, you want to be king. There's some sacrifices to make, but Daida is also worth mentioning. I think he's a cool character because he's a product of his environment. You know, he's more a product of his environment than he is a character with his own agency because he's not really he wants to be king, right? But it's his mom that's whispering in his ear and hating and doing all this stuff off to the side. So it's like you understand you understand how a character like Dida came to be so far. And I bet I wouldn't be surprised if we got some sort of deep dive into his history because I bet there's some abuse in there. He doesn't seem like a perfect kid. But Snake Tamer guy is interesting. Shadow guy is interesting. Boji. I love Boji so much. High recommendation of this show. I give it a 9.5 if I have to give it a rating. I think everybody should check it out. It's the type of show that really can be recommended to anybody. So I'm gonna end that there. This was fun, bro. It's just the type of show that I really think that everybody needs to check out. Uh, Besides that, come back. I'm gonna have more reviews. We've got more things coming, big things coming, as everybody says. Once again, it's Mugen Magnificent. Stay up and peace out.